SharePoint Online is a powerful tool for sharing data. However, a user's ability to make important data stand out has been limited without the aid of JSON coding. That is no longer the case now that Microsoft has added conditional formatting. In this video, we will look at how to access this useful functionality and apply some basic conditional formatting to our data. Within a SharePoint Online list, you can access conditional formatting by clicking on the list view menu and clicking Format Current View. Note that formatting applies to view, so you can have different formatting conditions based on different view, or for each different view that you have. You can also have formatting apply to an entire row, or just to within columns, or just to columns within that data set. Now we're dealing with sales data here, and what we want to do is track on how people are doing meeting their current target sales. The first thing we want to do is highlight those folks that are doing well, or especially well, those that are at 100% or greater. So to do that, we're going to go to current sales, we're going to go to conditional formatting, and we're going to manage rules. Now, I don't care for the default background fill that they provide, so I'm going to get rid of that, but you can keep it if you like. We're going to get rid of it by clicking the Edit button and No Fill, and then we're going to save. And then to apply the rule that we do want to have, we're going to add rule. We're going to say if delta, which is where we're tracking their progress, is greater than 100%. Actually, let's make that greater than or equal to 100%. In this case, since it's a percentage, we're going to say 1. We're going to come down here and click the Edit button. And again, I'm going to get rid of the default backfill. Click the Add button again, click More Styles, and that gives us access to fill color. It also gives us access to font and icon changes. So in this case, we're going to make it bold because we want it to stand out. We're going to change the font color to green, and we're going to add a celebratory icon, in this case, a thumbs up. And we're going to save our changes. Notice that now conditional formatting for anyone with 100% or more of their current sales is going to be green with a thumbs up icon. Now we also want to track those that are on track to making their sales but haven't exceeded 100% yet. So we're going to go back to the Views menu. We're going to Format Current View. We're going to again choose Current Sales. We're going to choose Manage Rules. And we're going to add another rule. If delta is between 80% or 0.8 and 100% or 1, we're going to get rid of that background fill. We're going to edit More Styles. We're going to keep the font green. We're not going to make it bold, but we are going to show that they're meeting our conditions for being on track by putting an upward arrow. And we're going to save our changes. So now everyone who's on track has an upward arrow, but it doesn't jump in and blind us by being too bold or too exciting. Now the last thing that we're going to do is we want to track those people who are not on track to make 100% of their target sales. So we go back to the Views menu, Format Current View. In this case, we really want it to stand out. So we're going to go entire row. We're going to go in conditional formatting, we're going to manage rules. And again, I'm going to get rid of that default background. We're going to add a rule that says if delta is less than 80%, we are going to edit More Styles. We want this to stand out, so we're going to make the font bold. We're going to make the font red. And we're going to put a border around these. Click Save. And we should now see Nestor Wilk and Patty Fernandez are not on track to make their sales. In this case, I think the border was a little excessive. So let's go back into Views menu, Format Current View, Entire Row, Manage Rules. We're going to come in here and we're going to choose Edit Rule. We're going to edit more styles, and we're going to get rid of the border. And we're going to save. So now it's just red. If you want to get rid of a rule entirely, you do the same thing. You go to Views menu, Format Current View. In this case, we're going to get rid of the on track because it's just a little too much information. So we're going to go to Current Sales, Manage Rules. We're going to find the rule that we want to get rid of, and we're going to delete it and save. And that way we make the entire display just a little less busy. So we have people who are above sales in green with a thumbs up, and we are people who are not on track to make their target sales in red. Obviously, there's a lot more that you can do with this, but the opportunities for making your data more meaningful and more visual are very exciting under the conditional formatting functionality that's been added by Microsoft. I hope that this has helped, and I hope that you find great benefit in this functionality. Thank you.